these are our young water monitors. Be going outside with their other one very soon. And a few pinkies. I finished it already. Very quick. There's a big one. There we go. So they're getting bigger very quick. We've got the water heater in there. Got snails in there to clean up any poop. Got a filter, air bubble system. We've got little guppies swimming around which they'll pick on and eat, and they'll also eat the snails occasionally as well. Got a UV light up this end. Got plenty of land area, and we've got a heat light that sits above here on the wire mesh as well. But again, it's just a temporary enclosure until they get a little bit bigger. And move outside, and then I'll show you that one. Alright, so this is our other outdoor area. We've got the Mountains water monitor enclosure out here. So we've got the big pond to swim in, we've got the waterfall system, we've got the bridge that goes over so we can access both sides. We also like to feed the water monitor on the bridge when we do feed him. So he'll kind of come up through the water and jump up, and he's a very solid eater. And then we've got the hide. Oh, he's just down there. Yeah, so he's the adult version of the water monitor, Mertens water monitor. He's a male. He popped his hemis the other day when I was in there. He just pooped and popped them out. So we've got the hollow log up here, which always causes issues because he goes and hides in it. We've got the water lilies in there. Got plants up the back there, and we've got a hide up there with the heat lights. We haven't had to use it because it's been summer since we've had them out here. We'll probably use them during winter. And then moving on to the next, we got this enclosure here, which is next to the Mountains water monitor, and this one is for the emeralds when we eventually get them. Very, very humid in here. We need the humidity up quite high because these guys are very far north. So these plants are going to take off. We started them quite small, so it's still kind of growing. As you can see, our watering misting system needs a bit of work. We're going to put something else on there that works a bit better. But we've got the ponds in here, and it's been raining heaps, so it's very humid and very moist in here. It will be ready when they eventually come. We're hoping to get them in 2021, which should be quite good. There we've got another kind of heated basking spot, but that'll probably end up being a cool spot because the heat in here is quite intense, so we won't really need a heated section, I don't think. And then we've got the hollow logs about in the branches because these are more of an arboreal species, arboreal humid species, so plenty of branches, and hopefully these climbing plants will kind of take over all the branches and make it look quite nice. Alright, next we have our croc, our saltwater croc. Gave me 2 stitches the other day. But he's doing well. So we've got all of our doors open inwards on the 2 enclosures. So it may not come for the food, but we'll just leave it on the side. We added a little slit so it'll soak blood into the water. You can see over there. So on this one we've got the bridge that runs across too, because we've got the freshwater crocodile enclosure behind the saltwater enclosure. So that bridge will go through. There's a door there, and that'll look over as well. The bridge also offers a good spot for the croc to hide under the bridge in the hot part of the day, or just a place to get away from us. We've got plants in here so we can hide under the plants as well. We've got snails in here to help us keep it clean, a filter, and little guppies. We do have 2 mullets in here as well, I think, swimming about somewhere. Either that or he's eating them, but I'm pretty sure they're still in there. Then on the land we've got sand and a little hide here. It's got lights in there if we need to use them, if it gets too cool. I don't think we will need to use them, but at the moment it's a great shade spot for him, so he can come and sit in there. When it's really hot he'll come sit under the shade and just just past there. Yeah, so salty, and this one's the freshie, so we've got two freshies coming, and this is their setup, pretty much the same, just a bit bigger because we've got two of them as opposed to one. We can only keep all of them up to a metre, then we go swap them out, change them up. But in here we've got the fish pretty well kind of set into the pond. We've got your plants, we've got the filter up there. Don't have the filter on at the moment just because there's not really much of a load in there, and the plants are doing a good job, and we've got the snails in there, and it also just torrential rain, so everything's filled up and everything's clean. Then we've got the sand here. We'll probably put some grass plants in here just to make it not look as barren and dry. But we've got the hide over there as well, and that's, again, we've got the heat lights in there if we need them, but we're probably just going to use it as a shaded shelter for them. And glass viewing panels on the front. We are going to put wooden pathways here eventually, but that will come in the future, and then we'll put some more enclosures and we'll do another video. But we'll get the Parenti out next and I'll show you that one. So this is our female Parenti. She's our show girl. She'll come to the shows. Hoping to breed her soon as well if we get a male. She's quite hungry at the moment, I think. So there we go. So you should never hand feed. Just a bit too sketchy for you to do. They've got very sharp teeth, these guys. And this one's been with me since it was a hatchie. It's about 5.5 years old now, and we've trained her up really well, but even still it's a dangerous thing to hand feed, because as you saw there, the mouth can come above the food, but chicken drumsticks are pretty good for me to feed this girl. She was on a diet, she was getting a little bit plump, but now she's doing really well. And yeah, she's got the heated hide under there. That's a new addition. We did have the 3 lights. We've had them on there since she's been in this enclosure, but we recently put a glass panel down with a heat cord underneath and a little hide there, just so that she's got that constant heat in a hide if she wants, which she does use quite a lot. And it's belly heat, and it's a bit better than the lights, but we still got lights there just as an extra. After the second one, she's a lot more relaxed because she knows it's coming. The first one, she gets a bit eager, but she's still on a diet, so she can eat. Like, the most she's eaten in a sitting when she was younger was about 8 chicken drumsticks in a go. These days we'll give her 2 or 3 drumsticks, or some room meat steak with some chicken hearts and chicken liver, chicken wing tips. Little bits here and there, but we won't give her as bigger food items. These guys will live for about 50 years, and they will grow for as long as they live, but the first 5 years is where you get the optimum growth, so you can just kind of pump feed them if you've got the heat. Whereas after the first 5 years, they'll put on less overall size and just more weight, so they can get obese then. So that's why you've got to kind of drop the food back. We do pick up another branch because we're going to utilise this back wall and have a few kind of more levels on this enclosure. So you've got the basking bit here where she climbs up, she'll climb up onto that back section as well. We had this weed kind of take over there, but I kind of like it because it makes it look quite good. So we kind of left that in there. And but yeah, this whole back wall we're going to add on. She does go for a swim in the pond as well quite a lot. We've got these plants in there to try and help keep it clean, but we'll empty that out once a week and top it up. And we're also going to extend that as well. We're going to get a bigger one, because as she gets bigger she's going to need a larger pond. As you can see, she's really good there. So I got chicken on my hand. She's not too worried. She'll have a good chin scratch, and you know, his food's not coming now because she's had her food and doing well. Well, that's about it for our tour. Alright.